What if everything you've been told about money isn't wrong, but it's just incomplete? What if the system you've been following your whole life was never designed for you to be in control? And what if I told you you become your own bank? Welcome back to Banking for Legacy podcast. I'm your host, Nelson Pizarro, where we teach individuals, families, and business owners how to take back control of their own money, build wealth intentionally, and create a legacy that actually lasts. If you have heard these words, whole life insurance, term insurance, infinite banking, IBC, becoming your own banker, this podcast is for you. And more importantly, that's your sign to reach out to me. Make sure to follow me on all platforms at Banking for Legacy. And if anything hits home today, DM me the words life or drop it in the comments. Today, I want to give you real background on who I am and why would you ever choose to work with me. First off, I'm a family man. I've been married since 2008. We have 4 amazing kids. Everything I do is for them. But I've also lived a few different lives. I was actually a professional soccer player. I started multiple businesses. I created a product. I'm a youth soccer coach at Surf San Diego. I'm an IBC practitioner. I'm an award-winning winemaker. And I have my life insurance agent license. And I think that will probably scratch your head a little bit. But hear me out. I'm not saying this to impress you, because my journey and everybody else's journey isn't perfect. And I'm far from that. Around 2018-19, we lost some money in the stock market. And I remember sitting there thinking, I'm doing everything that I was told to do, so why does this feel just so wrong? You know, the normal plan: get a job, put money in a 401k or IRA, and then after that, whatever's left over, invest in the stock market. And somehow, we think that these are all different, which I had no clue that the stock market was connected to the IRAs and the 401ks. And they're actually all just tied together. Then they say, just go buy a house as an investment. But your money is still locked up. You can get penalized for using your own money if you have it in this IRAs or 401ks, or you get stuck chasing compounding growth. And you go buy a car. And then they tell you, don't use all your cash because you want to have some for backup. So you put a down payment with cash, then you finance the rest. Again, I lose control. Then you want to start a business. And now you need months of paperwork just to ask a bank for permission to use, technically it's your money, but we're going to call it their money, because that's more of an in-depth conversation. And not only that we get money from the bank, they have their own terms. And then you're stuck paying it back on their own timeline, not yours. I hit a point where I felt like I was on a hamster wheel constantly. Money coming in, but control going out. So I asked different questions. What would wealthy people actually do with their money? And I went deep. I read so many books, probably between 50 to 60 books. I listened to audiobooks as well. I would say another 20 to 30. I was listening to so many podcasts, conversations that I had with just random people, with mentors, with people that I trust. And finally, I ran into Becoming Your Own Banker by Nelson Nash. Everything clicked within that book. Here's what really shocked me after I started talking to my mentors and people I trust. Nobody in my inner circle was doing anything that was recommended within that book. Everyone was doing the same exact thing that I said above. IRAs, 401ks, put money in the stock market, do day trading, put money into houses and apartments. And when I asked, so then I started scratching my head and I said, why is nobody doing what Becoming Your Own Banker was recommending to do? So I asked them, so-and-so, how come you're doing this? Why do you put money over here? Why do you put money there? And their response was, because somebody told me to. Now, that's when it hit me. We don't have a money problem, we have an education problem. I would say 99% of people investing in a 401k or IRA have no idea what they actually own. But they'll say, I pay someone to handle it. Meanwhile, you get one shot to build wealth. There's no do overs. You blink and you're already 65 years old, and you're probably still playing the same rules. That's why I created Banking for Legacy. I took everything I learned through business, sports, family, wins, losses, relationships, mentors, and I built systems to help you take control of your money. Use whole life insurance properly. Understand why you do need a term insurance. And if you want to even go deeper, build your own banking system through the IBC concept. But let me make this simple. If you're ever at a party, a sports event, hanging out with friends, at a business event, and somebody says whole life insurance, term insurance, infinite banking, becoming your own banker, I want you to think of one name: Nelson Pizarro, Banking for Legacy. That should spark your interest and get me connected to them or yourself. I have helped clients get out of debt, buy cars the right way, pay for private schools, pay off mortgages, pay taxes, and even take vacations with the IBC concept. And most importantly, I'm teaching how to build systems their kids and their great grandkids can use. Before I move on, if this is making sense, let's talk. I offer a free 15-minute consultation. There's zero pressure, zero pitches, just clarity. DM me life, comment life, or just reach out to me directly. At the end of the day, this isn't about policies. This isn't about products. This is about control, about your family, about your legacy, because nobody is going to care about your money more than you. I'm Nelson Pizarro. This is Banking for Legacy, and remember, your money, your bank, your legacy. I'll see you next time.